Hello, everybody. I'll give everybody a minute to come on. Hopefully that this is broadcasting okay. It's raining, and for some reason my house doesn't like technology. It doesn't. It's an older house. It's over 100 years old, and it just never. Excuse my. I just washed my hair, so I'm in that line phase. So excuse my messy hair. I just washed it, so I'm waiting for it to dry before I braid it up or something. Um, so hello everybody. Oh, there's 11 people. Hello, we're gonna do Charlize Theron. So like I said, I couldn't all last. Even today is raining, so I don't know how the reception is. I don't know how you guys are seeing me because like I said, when it rains, my internet. Hello. When it rains, my house gets no, you know, reception. Cell phones, you can't use cell phones in my house, stuff like that. It's always been like this since I've bought the house. I've always had technical, and I think that was one of the charms that kind of, when I bought my house years and years ago, it looked like a little Hansel and Gretel house, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, it looks so witchy. Your house looks witchy," and I don't know, but um, technology doesn't work right. So it's been raining and raining and raining, and I haven't had any technology. So sorry for that. We're going to do Charlize Theron. Before we get into that, my nephew, who was 16, he just now 17, has started like a apparel company, and it started off at him with his basketball team, and it's called Too Easy, the label, and he made me this custom sweater, hoodie. It says Intuitive Retta, if you can see. It says Intuitive Retta, and then let me just see. And see, it says Too Easy. And if you guys, I like to support young entrepreneurs. He's just turned 17 years old, him and his brother, and they do everything themselves, and they really work hard on it. Follow him on Instagram at Too Easy. If you shout out Intuitive Retta, they'll give you a discount. They'll put any type of logo or whatever, anything custom you would like, they'll make it. And please support. He's 17 now, and he's a good kid. So I'll put his information when we're done with everything. I'll put his information down, and even go follow him on Instagram. And it says, I watch your auntie's videos, and she told me to stop by. So I'm so excited because you should see all the little kids, like all the kids, all these adults are walking around with this Too Easy. And I'm like, hey, the Too Easy crew. And they just look at me like, who's this old lady talking about what she know about Too Easy? So, and it was funny. On Mother's Day, we're in the house, and me and my sister are going gang A, and we're trying to throw up like signs or something. And I go like this, and my sister is like this. And I'm like, I did a thumbs up, and you did the aloha. I said, remember when we were young, and we used to laugh at our parents for trying to be slick with the slang, kid slang, and we used to look at them like, those old people. Now we're the old people. So I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. I did. My sister made us crab legs and stuff, and we ate some crab legs and that. But yeah, I'm sorry, my internet has been out, so I'm hoping that the reception is good. Anybody tell me, can you guys hear me and see me okay? Let me see before we start this. So we're gonna do hello, can you see me? Okay, everything okay? So we're gonna do Charlize Theron. I have no idea what's gonna come up. Some people were offended by my post, and you guys know what I say about those offended. I don't give a crap. You can log off, you can get off. I don't care. Offended by my post about, Charlize Theron. She adopted two children of color, and one she had adopted, I believe, a girl and a boy, but first she had the little boy. And I guess she's saying at 3 years old, the little boy said, I'm a girl. And if you guys have kids or no kids, little kids will say all types of things. First of all, little kids want to emulate their parents. And he doesn't have a father at home. He wants to emulate his parents. Just like little kids when we were young, we wanted to marry our fathers, stuff like that. It's not real. What you do say is, I know, You want to be a little girl, but little boys are awesome. You redirected. There's a difference with this whole transgender, thing. Everybody's all wanting to be politically correct and all this crap. I have no problem against transgender. If you're an adult and you want to be a woman or a man, have at it. I don't care. But when you start putting children, little kids, and stuff like that, then I have a problem with that. And so at 3 years old, they don't even know what sexuality is, this and that, and you can redirect them, at 3 years old, just because, and I don't know if she took parenting classes or no, but there's a thing, it's okay to tell your kid no. That's part of being a parent. It's okay for your kids to scream, "I hate you," because they do it all the time. "I hope you get hit by a bus." They don't actually say that where you can hear it, but I remember when I was young, I'm like, "I hope they get hit by a bus." You don't mean it. But, it's okay for you. Kids need guidelines. Kids need structure. Kids need routine. Kids need to know right from wrong. Makes them feel safe. Just like a little kid, if a little boy goes and sees a little pink little shoes, you say, "Oh, honey, those are beautiful. Yes, they're lovely." But we can't get those today. We can only get one of these over here. So here, look at these and see which ones you want. Because at 3 years old, they cannot make a decision for life. At 7 years old, which she still has him being a little boy, 7 years old, for 4 years, you have, gone with his idea and fed into it. So now, he might be thinking he's a girl because for 4 years you're sitting there, agreeing with him and giving him what he wants. So people are like, "Oh, I find it offensive." Hey, I can offend you. I'm here to offend you. I'm not politically correct. So I'm going to see what the cards say because I have no idea where she's come from. Then I heard background that some say that she witnessed her father kill her mother, and then some say her father was killed. So I don't know if her parents, or I didn't look into all that, but if she did witness something like that, you can see a psychological kind of thing going on with her. And so we're going to see what the cards have in store for Charlize Theron. Her birth cards is the Magician. I always find the Magician hermaphroditic. That it's both positive, it's both feminine and masculine. And I want you guys to let me know if you guys want to have discussion about cards and stuff like that, where we'll go live and we'll talk about each card. And oh, mom killed her dad. Okay, because someone was saying that her dad killed her mom. Hello, so we can talk about the cards and stuff, but I always find the energy of the Magician kind of hermaphroditic. I would actually put the Magician as Baphomet and not the devil, because Baphomet is both feminine, both male and female, above, below, so forth. That's the energy that the Magician goes for. So she is like a director. She can bring ideas forth and to her own little world and create her own little world. It's all about creating. It's all about manifestation. So yeah. And then to understand why she doesn't have a man. Why didn't she have kids in her home? Why doesn't she have a man? Is it because, why doesn't she have a man? Why? She was a beautiful lady. She still is a beautiful lady. I just think she's cuckoo and I lost respect. I won't watch any more of her movies because what she's done to this little boy. And I think I'm more passionate about it because it's a little black boy. I would still give a side eye if it was a little white boy. But because a lot of black men are kind of have it rough, it's just idea of rough, a lot of them, you're finding out now there have been like sexually abused, a lot of, black little young boys and a lot of them are in jail, a lot of, there's not the mother, father in the household. And so when I see a little black boy, a white person, and remember Sandra Bullock, I have no problem. She adopted a little black boy she got too. And she immerses him in the black culture and hair. I don't know if it's a little boy or a girl but she does that. But for Charlize to think it's okay, and whoever is like, bravo, bravo. Are you crazy? It's a little kid. And even though Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade with their kid, we're happy we took him to Pride, this and that. Yes, kids are gay. Kids have gay. But at 11 or 12 years old, you guys are public figures. You guys can speak out against, you guys can speak out for, the gay, but to put him on this platform as an 11, 12-year-old boy when he's just going through the stages of realizing who he is and that's kind of putting a lot of undue pressure. So I believe that. I think little kids should be little kids and adults should be adults, and don't put a little kid in a situation where he might have to deal with adult, things, other kids, So little boys' brains don't grow completely till about 25 years old. I know I'm going off on a rant. So I want to see, why is she single? What's going on with her? And like I said, she's the magician. So constant changes in her life. She's both masculine and feminine. And things always go good for her. So even though she's getting people are giving her the side eye, I don't think as many people is giving her the side eye as I would thought so. But, she's going to land on her feet. She always does. So, why do you guys give me Justin Bieber all the time? I told you guys, Justin Bieber is going to have him and her are having this is going to be a whole year of roughness. I think I said for a couple of years. There's nothing new I can tell you about what's going on with them. So I want to see Charlize Theron. I know we're on 12 minutes and I haven't even done anything yet. So I'm going to see where she's at. Okay. Burnt by the sun. Burnt by the sun. Her ambition, her extension, and her reach is so far that it's wearing her down. She's getting burnt by it. So I can understand that. Remember I said, I asked the question, is she doing this for PR? Is she trying to put herself out there? So ambition, her extension, her reach. And it's burnt by the sun. It's like, trying so much that it burns you out. Let's see, where's she at now? She's in a place where she feels like she gives and gives and gives, and she's not getting anything in return. So, which is funny is that I'm looking at this, I don't know why, but I'm looking at this as two young ones. So I feel like right now and this is all about getting burnt out. I feel she may be burnt out. She feels like she gives, and she's not getting anything in return. So for some reason, my first thought when I looked at this picture was the two kids. Okay, cross to bear. She needs to face the truth. The cross to bear is the truth. The truth. Underneath that is things came fast. I don't know, things are coming fast. And I think people, especially, I think it's been like the last 8 months the last 8 months, or it could be even 8 years. Look at this picture. It's very telling. So look at this it's like a woman losing control with the little baby. So, and her hopes, and in the same time, she has a genie bottle. Those Aladdin bottles. So her wish, and then this little baby, is down there in a stork. I hope she's not adopting anymore. And I heard that she did try to adopt some African kids, but Africa wouldn't let her adopt their children. So I'm trying to understand, what does this mean? Is she losing control over the situation, or is her hopes and dreams to deal with the children not going the way that she expected it to go. She feels like she's standing her ground, especially the last year. She's standing her ground, but it's like she built up her barriers and she's trying to stand her ground. What's on her mind is she feels like she's trapped. She feels like she's trapped mentally. She feels she's trapped and someone else is holding her string. Like she feels trapped, unable to kind of see clearly, hear clearly, unable to maneuver right. What else is on her mind? Is of feeling victorious. So for me, I feel like she's feeling victorious in whatever, even though she's feeling trapped and someone else is holding her things. I'm feeling like she's feeling victorious, and I get that energy. Like I don't know if she's feeling like this is victorious for women power or women. Because every time I see this card particularly, I feel that like goddess Athena energy, like, you know, I am woman, hear me roar, being victorious. And that's what I kind of feel with her too. So there's also a feeling of her being trapped, but also victorious. There's the magician. So that's her energy, is taking thoughts and ideas from the ether and creating her own reality. So this is part of, so her feeling trapped in her own feminist type, I am woman, hear me roar, and making her own reality, bringing thoughts forth. Let's see, what does that mean altogether? A lot of sadness, depression, secrets. Has to do with the bait. Look at the kid. Not really knowing which way to go, like planting roots and or planting three things that she's planted and trying to see where it comes from, where it's going. And people are talking about her. So she's also looking at the side that I don't feel she's completely comfortable with some of the decisions and some of the things coming out or some of the things that she's done. But she's taking a stand and saying, hey, let's see if this stuff sticks and how's it going? What are people saying? For illumination, for enlightenment, for her star power. So she's putting things out there. She's planting things out there to increase. She's being, secretive, illusions, giving out illusions, planting things out there to see where it goes for her own star power. And it's becoming a burden. So let me see. What's her feelings for these children she has? She feels there's a couple of things. She's someone that gives. She thinks she's a happy family. She's someone, I forgot when her birthday was, her complete birthday. Sugar. I think it was in November. I'm not even sure. But she's someone that kind of, she gives without thinking. So she's like presents and toys and constant like stuff like that. And that's what kind of, her perception of a happy family is, to kind of, give physical things. And it's not really working. There's still a lot of sadness and a lot of loss going on within that family. There's still a lot of loss. And there's also, there's another woman with the kid in despair. So we'll get more into that. So I want to see why she is single, because she's a beautiful lady. Hello. Yeah, so I haven't even been able to really get on Facebook or nothing because my internet has been down. So that's just where her mind is at right now. So I want to see why hello everybody. Let's see why she's, it kind of reminds me of the mommy dearest type thing, Let's see. Okay, why is this woman single in regards to her love life? Maybe that explain it. Because, I mean, she is a beautiful woman. Okay. Why is she single? They said why she's single is because it's a resurrection, a reprise, a recovery, working on a comeback. And then it's also that she forgets why she's single. She forgot the joy of just dating and having a good time. And she doesn't know how to balance things. She doesn't know how to kind of balance a relationship. She doesn't also know how to allow a man to kind of hold her down or to catch her when she falls. She doesn't give that man that power to do that. So it's twofold. She forgot what a joy in just dating and having a good time with someone of the opposite sex, and that it doesn't have to be serious, just to enjoy the time and just having a good time. And also forgetting that, or not allowing your partner to kind of have some, not control over you, but, when you're doing something wrong, a partner saying, hey, hold up, what are you doing? Or, when you're making a slip up, to let this man hold you down or to catch you. So she may be too ultimate. There's the thing with the feminist movement where you're too feminist, where you forget that you are a woman, and that it's okay to have a man, pick you up or hold you down, or, it's a good thing to be a woman. We don't have to be equals to men, so she forgot that. Let's see, what else does this mean? She is gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous, but something's telling me there's a little ticky boom up there. Okay, what's going on with her in regards to relationships? Okay, things about 8 years ago, things are fast. This card's coming up again. So it's either 8 years, 8 months, fast. Swift movement. That's what the 8 of Wands is. Abrupt, swift, fast. What does that mean? Lovers. Her many different lovers. So was her quick decision to, be a mother or a parent or whatever with her lovers? Was that all like in the same thing? Let's understand. There was a man. I wonder if this is Sean. The first thought that came in my head was Sean Penn. There was a man. How long ago were they dating and for how long? I don't remember. How long ago were they dating and for how long? Because for some reason I get this as maybe a Sean Penn, or that's the first thought that came to my head. Or it's someone that is in like power, or a judge, or, a lawyer, something like that. So what does this mean right here? She didn't want to wait. So the reason why she had these kids is that she didn't want to wait on a relationship, on the people that she was dating. It reminds me of the Willy Wonka effect. I want it now. I want it right now. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. So I guess her making the decision to adopt this kid is what really, or these kids is what, whoever she was dating or whatever, it became an issue instead of kind of waiting. So I don't know how long Sean Penn was there. I know, was it Sean? It was Sean Penn, I think. But I don't know how long they were dating, or if he came in after effect, or who was she dating before him. So, but it's like she didn't want to wait. She didn't want to wait. Yeah. She didn't want to wait to kind of harvest, and she wanted everything now. Let's see, in the past. She was in what's weird is a relationship that she was in has really messed her up to the point where she actually wanted to kind of die. It kind of, she felt ruined. So why is she? It's. I think there's two major men that why she's not in a relationship now. It's basically two major men, and one, I think she actually was kind of wanting to kind of like had suicide thoughts or something in regards to one of these men in the past. Um, she really wanted to be a mother, and she paid to be a mother. She's like, I felt like I had a lot to give. I had a lot of money. Remember, I kept saying that sometimes she kind of confuses, love with giving. So I don't see emotions. I'm seeing more that I wasn't able to have one on myself. I had a lot of money and a lot of stuff to give, and I wanted this kid, and I made my decision, and I'm holding my ground. So I think that, and nobody gave me a kid. So it's like it's all kind of mixed in together in between these two men. Why she's single? It says that she needs to have a recovery for a comeback. And a lot had to do with her success in business. Her success in business and her wanting to create and bring it forth, like the whole Hollywood thing. So that's why her drive and her success in business was another reason why she didn't really settle down and have kids herself. And what image she wanted to bring forward, because it's the magician. Like I said, she's the magician. She's someone that could bring ideas and bring them forth and create whatever reality she wants it to be. So there was two significant men, could be even three, but I'm seeing two significant men. That one that she was really, really in love with, and it almost ended her herself. But also, wow, I think also, to tell you the truth, it's not a relationship. This is the relationship man. This is her father and his end. And was it had to do with an imbalance in alcohol? Did he die, or was he abusive because of alcohol, or imbalance have something to do with his death? I just thought about it because someone said a few minutes ago that the mother killed the father or so forth. Was it had anything to do with the imbalance, a mental imbalance, or alcohol? Like, maybe was he a drinker? Because she was very suicidal in regards to that. And her father is what ended a lot of different her opinions and stuff. So if anybody knows if it had anything to do with, yeah, I see it. Yeah, so there's the end card, the gone, the 10 of swords is like the ruin, the father, and then the imbalance. It's either a chemical imbalance or a alcohol imbalance. So I don't know if he was an alcoholic or what. What does she need to work on to get love? Guys, don't forget. Oh, I forgot to say, make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up. If you're looking for your own reading, contact me at rettaware@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Intuitive Retta. What does she need to do to find love? She needs to get her strength back. She needs to get her strength back, and she needs to have, it says communion. So she needs to understand how to communicate. She doesn't know how to communicate, and she needs to kind of get her strength back. I'm going to ask, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to ask a kind of controversial kind of question. I want to see, how does she feel about these children? And I think you guys will say, I was a foster kid. And So this whole adoptions things and stuff like that, and going in people's home is very dear and very, because there's good foster parents, there's bad foster parents, there's good adoptions, there's bad adoptions. So, you know, I want to see, what does she feel about her children? The energy. The consuming family. Remember I said in the beginning of the reading, I felt like she felt like it was just too much. I think, you know, kind of like buyer's remorse, sad to say. The pressure of peers and the consuming family. So, and I also see a man here. Why do I keep thinking that's like some man, significant man in her life? I'm thinking like, I don't know why I keep wanting to say, does Sean Penn have like a mustache and a little bit of facial hair? Consuming family. Let's see, what does she feel like with these kids? Let's see. First card came up as, what does she feel about these kids? The devil. So the devil's about vices. So what she feels about the kids is the devil. Remember, I feel like I've been feeling that, you know, when I did the cards. I feel like she might have bitten off more than she can chew. Is she drinking? Or does she have an imbalance? Or is she drinking? Because I keep seeing some cards. I keep seeing cards, but like with drinking. Or she's not even... What's funny is I'm not getting a mature... This is about doing something, but not really, or plan to do something. Or she had... It was this plan, but not the mindset to be mature about it. So this is the page. The page is the one who puts everything together, and like all the thoughts and the plans together, but not so much the execution. So first of all, is she drinking? Second of all, I don't think she was as mature about adopting as she should have been, or her thought process. And it kind of came like, there's that fast card again. It's that fast card. The energy is fast. And if you look at this card, look at a little kid falling out the clouds. You know, and her genie, like that was her wish. But I have a feeling that not everything is glitter. I mean, because the first card that came up was the devil. Emotions, fast. Is she drinking? Yes. Is she drinking? If you heard me, she is. I think there's some drinking. There's some mental ticky boom booms going on in her head. She's not all the way there. Did she adopt them out of love? No. It was a wish, kind of wish for a man. She thought that the kids was going to provide her whatever she was missing wishfully. Like, I want this. Like, I wish upon the star, and it's one of my dreams and one of my hopes with this man. With this man. And he's got facial hair. I haven't looked at Sean Penn in a while, but Sean Penn have facial hair? Yeah. So I think it was more in regards to a man. She thought that this was going to make her happy. She thought that having kids was going to make her happy. She thought it was going to bring her joy. She thought it was going to bring her joy. In reality, what did it do? She's disillusioned. She's disillusioned. She just wants, it was like all types of things. Um, she's being very isolating lately. She's very disillusionment. Like it's like I think she needs to get psychiatric help. I think she needs to get psychiatric help. She's got like she's not quite there. She's got some ticky ticky booms. Um, are the kids gonna grow up okay? Um, it's gonna be a lot of conflict and a lot of burden for these kids growing up. Look at this 10 of the burden. Just look at that and just imagine the little kids. You see how it looks like a little black kid, doesn't it? With the mask on and then like wearing two masks. This is the card of burden. So, and conflict, mental conflict, and her aggression. So, it is like a mommy dearest type thing. I think the kids are going to grow up having a heavy burden and a lot of mental conflict. And I hope she doesn't adopt anymore. Because for some reason I'm feeling 3. So I'm hoping that she doesn't get any more. I know she has 2, and I'm hoping she doesn't get another one. It says that they're going to grow up, have a heavy burden on them and a lot of conflict. So, the little boy, is she doing what's in the best? I'm just going to say that. Is she doing what's in the best interest for the little boy? Cards wanted to fly out. Judgment, public opinion, and this is like a disillusionment of confusion and a whole bunch of different pots. These are the 2 cards that fell out. So public opinion and disillusionment. Those cards fell out on their own. And the sun is upside down, and the 2 of balancing is upside down. So the sun is usually a card of children, and it's a yes card. So upside down is no. I forgot what I asked. Anybody remember what I just asked? Does she have the best interest of the children? Did I say that? So I would say no. I would say a lot of this was for a public opinion. Like a public opinion that she has all these different ideas and she's not balancing well. I asked if she was a good mother. And asked if she was a good mother. And the details. It's like the eight of Pentacles to me is detail, is like, detail oriented for me. So she had things in place. But like it's physical things. Like, I don't see an emotional. I don't see the love, or the Ace of Cups, or even the 2 of Cups, which is relationships, love. I wouldn't really want to see a 2 of Cups in regards to it, but still, I don't see any cup. Only cups I've seen is like the Page of Cups, in regards to Charlize. So that's kind of telling me that it's not a kind of mature thought process, more of that I want it now type thing. So I see that like she has everything there, like the kids have everything that they want or could possibly need. Oh, there goes my dog choking. Hold on. I'll be back. Marco. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Ah. Ah. Right. Sorry about that. So he has every sorry about that. Yeah, that's him all the time. Not see, he's not choking like that. It's because he constantly bites and he eats his fur. And he it's like if it was a cat, it would be a fur ball. So he doesn't know when all that fur gets in his mouth, he gets a little crazy. But he's not choking. He's not choking on something. This is he just constantly he pulls his fur. He has bad skin, and he constantly picks his fur off. So it's not like she has everything in place for the kids. Like they have everything that they wanted physically. Does that make sense? But there's also the Seven of Swords, which is like betrayal, thievery, not so much as good intentions, trying to get away with something. So, I don't know. Yeah, superficial. It's like filling them up with superficial things. I don't see this loving, and I wanted to see that, because I've been raging. You guys know, I've been seeing this woman with this little black boy, and I was pissed. And she's not in it for the right reasons. So, yeah, yeah, for the last 4 since he was 3 years old. I think the little boy is going on 7 now, or something like that. Yeah. Oh, my dog, he's always, he just has issues. My dog, since I got him, he's had issues. He has he has the whole problem with his like spinal. He's a Pekingese, so he has everything that a Pekingese gets bad. That's what he gets. He has it all. So he has really bad skin. He's a white Pekingese, so he has really bad allergies to his skin, and he has seizures. And he's just a mess. And like I said, I used that CBD tincture on him, where I thought I was going to have to put him to sleep, but it worked, and he's back to his normal self. But he's okay, so don't worry. He's back to his fine, looking at me right now. Yeah, so I don't think that she went into motherhood. I think she's being overwhelmed by the family. Because look at the immortal, the consuming family, the pressure of peers. So I wanted to say, hey, I think that the poor kids are going to have some issues, a lot of burdens and stuff growing up. And as any parent out there, or if you're a first time now, it's okay to tell your kid no. It's okay to say no. At 3, 7 years old, you tell them no. You put boundaries. You put up things that And kids, you can't save your kids from being bullied and stuff at school. Kids notice that other kids are different. I was bullied. See my hair? When I grew up in California, like I said, I was the only, in my school up until about 7th grade, I was the only person that had any color, and I'm damn near light. But, I was biracial. Everybody else was white. I want to say Korean and Mexican. And my hair, nobody knew. I was in foster homes. Nobody knew what to do with my hair. And kids in school used to call me all types of names. Medusa. What else they used to call me? Susie Q. So, but kids notice the differences. They notice, oh, she doesn't have the same hair as me, and I feel bad, and that's why when you were a little kid doesn't know that, the ramifications of, just like if a little kid wants to play on the stove, you don't say, okay, he's got to learn. No, he's going to get burnt. You smack his hand and say, no, get away from that stove. So that's it. That's it. I don't know what's up with I think it's weird that all these stars are, oh Lord, my brother is just calling me. All these stars are having all these transgender kids and all this. Like, must be the new in thing to do. I don't know. But that's the reading on her. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you later. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and there's another reading I wanted to do. You guys want me to get into the whole Tati and James Charles, I don't know. I know James Charles. I've never been subscribed, never watched his videos, but I do love me some Tati. So Tati, I do love her. I think Tati needs to just ignore it and work on that baby. Work on that baby hard. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.